Hey, what's going on out there, YouTube family? This is Samuel Leg here representing Team JVS. Just got done looking at episode 5 of this crazy HBO Max original Raised by Wolves. So, episode 5 starts off crazy because you get the understanding that there's something or someone out there clothed getting around who also has what looks to be like a little doll, just like the girl that went missing from the original first episode. And there's been a pattern. Like, there's evidently, because first father, last episode, was lured out, and you couldn't really see the person's face, and it's kind of like, it seemed like a whole mystery behind that. And then the same exact thing happened to mother this time, but then it ended up right on the console that she was on from last episode, and it had the same exact doll, and that's what got her there. But my theory is that these are two different separate entities. You got something that's luring people somewhere, just either taking the form of this little girl or something like that. And then you have something or someone that is actually maneuvering around. And at the same time, this whole entire time, 8 years, they still haven't seen anybody. Like, that, it just doesn't add up. Not just that, like, what killed all these freaking serpents that are all around? They even found, like, scales, like, in the hole. So stuff just does not add up. So I don't think that those scales came from those creatures that are kind of just running around. Top of that, Tempest is feeling a way because she killed the creature, but the creature had a baby. And, like, it was vicious. Like, that last episode, like, she was sitting there digging into that thing, and she realized they had a fetus, and it was rough. And she does some unthinkable things in this episode as well. But at the same time, it was a really interesting character dynamic because of her relationship with Mother. Now, Mother, when she goes in, plunges back into the Matrix, I must say, gets the understanding of how she was made, where she came from, and all her memories from before that she didn't have access to. And let's just say, Campion's name means so much more now. And not just that, from a belief standpoint, everything's gonna change now. Because I was kind of like, oh, you have this whole, like, community of people that believe this whole other community believe that. Like, no, like, it's a little bit different and deeper than that. Like, it's more so like religion was the thing that was the catalyst to the things that happened before. And the person that sent her, it was kind of like, no, we're just not gonna do that. So it's a very interesting dynamic. But even deeper than that is their relationship. Like, her emotions, her feelings, the way she had, like, these random instincts when even Campion was born. I was kind of like, where, like, is she human? You know what I'm saying? Like, it is very fascinating, and it leads me to believe that these androids aren't just completely androids. There's something else more there, and I think that that's going to be an interesting mystery to plunge in as hopefully the seasons go down the line for this series. But the actress playing the role of Mother, she is a powerhouse, bro. Like, she acted her tail off in this episode. Then you got Marcus, who's moved forward with the plan of going and trying to figure out, you know, where the kids are, and also leading this pack of crazy people. And they find someone, the person that I'm assuming was the same one that sexually assaulted Tempest, and he just has this covering head and horns, and he's being watched by this android, and just he happened to be the only survivor within the wreckage, which didn't make any sense whatsoever. But he also was telling Marcus about his relationship with, you know, their deity or whatnot. And Marcus lied to his homegirl about what he heard, and this guy just knew. And I think that makes for a very interesting psychological science fiction side of things, because I don't know what that really means. I don't really know what that actually is. What is that? Like, there's things that are happening that you just don't even know. And honestly, I ain't seen anything kind of like this. I know somebody had compared this to Battlestar Galactica, but it's just real. Like Battlestar Galactica and Star Trek are the closer trend to this, because things in this that are not cookie cutter at all. Everything has a focal point. Everything that's happening, even in certain ways, like there's certain elements of prophecy that they claim these things were going to happen are happening. And even one other thing that was really weird when Mother was in the Matrix, I'm gonna say, at the end of the tail end of it, I was like, wait, what's going on? So I don't know what that means. But let's just say this is gonna be a very, very interesting ride. Not just that, like we don't even know. There's a lot of things we just really don't know, and I love that about this series. Like in all honesty. What else I can say? Campion and Paul are getting along, and they find another source of food that's a viable option. I think the funny thing is that Father, the weird thing about Father, he is legitimately thriving and trying to act like an actual dad and a husband. Like, he even put it certain ways, like, I'm trying to help cater to you as a husband. I'm trying to, he didn't say a husband, but that's the same exact, the way he's doing it, the way he's trying to handle it, he's doing it because he cares about her. He's doing it because he wants to make her happy. He's doing it because he wants to protect the kids. He's also doing it because he doesn't want to feel lessen what the purpose that he was supposed to be put here for. And it's kind of like, for you to have, like, these two beings that are not human, they cross these lines of human interaction that I've never seen a story try to go down this road with artificial intelligence at all. Probably since the movie AI, in all honesty. But it's fascinating, bro. It's actually a really interesting story. But yeah, things are gonna get hairy because now everything's found out at this point. So we'll see what happens. Hopefully you guys enjoyed this review. I'll talk to you guys later. Keep it locked. JVS, we ain't gonna stop. Peace, guys.